Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your 9:30 a.m. Selfless Service Yoga class. I'm Jason Allen Carr, hashtag Cindy Lou Who. Who are you? Good morning. How are you this morning? I hope everybody's doing good. It's a little chilly here in the greenhouse, and I have a little space heater over here, and I have a little space heater over here, and they're warming up these blankets for me. Good morning, Zachary. Good morning. And so we're going to do a yoga practice. If you would like to join me, come on to the mat. Make sure that you have a block or something that looks like a block, something like this. It's really good for opening up the hips and really good for opening up the chest. But let's start with a little massage by massaging ourselves out a little bit. So let's take our left hand and just start to massage out your right thumb. Time. And then that ring finger. And then that pinky finger. And then spend a little time on the fingernail and the pad of the fingertip. You can feel a lot of energy at the ends of the fingertips, which we'll connect with. Kind of feels like sparkling water on your skin. And then we're going to take that left hand and massage out that muscle underneath that right pinky and the muscle underneath that right thumb. Those are important muscles that we need to be aware of during our yoga practice. Whenever we're down on our hands, it allows us to protect our wrists. So just see what it feels like as you're massaging the palm of the hand. Maybe take the left hand and take it all the way down the fingers. And then as you are feeling the palm of the hand, take your hand to the top of the right hand and see what it feels like on the top of the hand. Maybe take the left hand down those tendons from the fingers down into the wrist, and then massage out the wrist. You can roll the wrist to the right and to the left. And then take that right hand and let's just massage down each finger. And again, just taking your time. We're just trying to slow down a little bit, paying more attention to the feels of our body as we go through our practice, because everything that's going on around us is just happening so fast. It's changing minute by minute. So just take the opportunity to just really be present, take in the feel of the body. And then massage out those fingernails and the pad of the finger. And then that right hand will massage out the bottom or the palm, and really getting into that muscle underneath the pinky again and the thumb. And just paying attention to how it feels on the palm and the flat of the hand. And then taking and feeling, massaging the top of the hand and giving it its due, getting the opportunity to feel that sensation in the skin. Maybe taking the hand and rubbing it in between those fingers, those tendons, into the wrists. And then massaging out that left wrist and maybe taking it to the left and to the right. And then massage out that left forearm. And then just taking and making sure that you really get the elbows, feels good. And then massage out that right forearm, just taking the hand and feeling the muscles. Just pay attention. What does the skin look like? Does it look dry? Maybe it needs some lotion. Just being aware of what the body needs. And then I'm going to take this off real quick. And then let's massage out that left bicep and tricep. And make sure you get underneath that left armpit, getting into that left shoulder. Just feel gratitude as you're giving yourself that massage, one, that you're able to do it. And then take that left hand over to that right forearm, massaging out that right forearm. And showing gratitude for the healthy body and the opportunity to be more aware. And then massaging up into that that right bicep and tricep. And then taking that hand and getting that right shoulder, making sure that you get underneath the armpit. And then let's take opposite hands to opposite shoulders and massage out, and then just kind of reach around, use your thumbs, and make sure that you get those muscles here. And then take that left hand and that right hand, pointing the elbows towards the sky, allowing you to reach back on your back, and we're just getting the blood flowing. We're squeezing the skin. We're moving those muscles around, just feeling them, being aware. And then take those hands. I forgot yesterday, so let's do it today. Start massaging your face. And take those hands underneath those cheekbones and take them all the way around. Rub the temples. Take the hands across the forehead. I like to take my hands and massage that bone right underneath the eyebrows here. Feels really good. If you have one of those jade rollers, I highly suggest those. Those things are amazing. And then just rub around the eyes. Just massaging out your face. Get the blood flowing. Get your neck. And then move to the scalp and start to massage out your head. Maybe scratch it, feels good. And then let's take those hands to the ears and then just start massaging your ears. Good morning, Jamie Neal. Thank you. It is. I went to the hair design school, Dr. Seuss hair design school. Yeah, I like it. Massage out those ears. Then let's give them their due. Take both hands to the one ear, massage it out, and just see what it feels like. And maybe as you're massaging it, just paying very close attention to that. Let's just shake the hands out for a second. And just feel that right ear. It might feel a little tingling, the blood flowing through it. And then massage out that left ear. I'm just feeling gratitude for the opportunity to hear and to listen. And then let's take the hands to the chest and just start to massage out the chest and just get underneath the armpits. You can reach around and get those lats. Maybe cross at the elbows, taking the opposite side, and just doing it here gives you a different kind of stretch as you massage it out. And then let's take the hands to the side, and then let's take the hands to the side like we're releasing and cleansing. Just take them down the side just like this. We're taking everything off of our physical and energetic bodies that we don't need. Just kind of slough it off, just kind of like a snake would, and make sure you get the back. And then let's start to massage the mid back and the lower back. Take the hands to the sides of the body and getting the waist and around the ribs, that sternum, and getting the belly and breaking up what may be in that intestine and pressing it out. Take the hands to the hips, massaging out the hips. And then take the hands to the glutes as you're massaging out the glutes. And then take the hands, let's do the right leg. Start with the right leg, massaging out the muscles on the right leg. Getting your Seuss swag on. Oh man, I love you. I love you too. Massage out that right leg, get the inside and the outside. And the hamstring, moving on to the knee. And of course, if this is uncomfortable in your lower back, you can always come down onto that left knee. And then take the hands and massage down that right calf and that right shin. Maybe take the hands on either side of that right shin bone and slide it down, and squeezing the calf in, squeezing the back of that knee, taking it down. Again, you can use that of like releasing, letting things go. And then let's take it to that left leg, massaging out that left thigh. And you get that hamstring, the inside of the thighs and the outside of the thighs, that quad on top. Massaging out the knee. Taking it down the leg. Maybe take again those hands down on either side of that shin bone
Massaging out the calf muscles. And then stopping at those ankle. And then let's just come all the way down onto the ground. As you do, let's massage out that left foot. Take the hand to the heel. Make sure that you get that Achilles tendon. And make sure that you're staying out of the thoughts of the mind as we do this. We're trying to be present. We want to take in the feel of the body, what it feels like on the skin, what it feels like on the tendons and the tissues and the muscles. And then let's massage out that arch on the underside of the foot. And then let's take it to the right foot. Massage out that right ankle and that right heel, the Achilles tendon. Again, paying very close attention, staying out of the thoughts of the mind, staying with the feel of our physical body, and know that you're opening up that energy and changing your frequency by becoming more aware of the physical body and what it can do. And then let's bring our hands and massage out our hands once again. Cross the legs here for just a moment. And then let's feel a little energy here in our whatever comfortable seated position is that you want. And let's just take the hands out in front of us, close the eyes. Let's just slide the hands back and forth. And then let's find some breath. Let's inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Still sliding those hands back and forth, feeling that energy in the palms of the hands. Maybe as you feel that friction, feel it heating up. And then maybe feel that energy as you go back and forth, and feel energy moving from your heart center into the palms of your hands and out through the fingertips as you take the hands back and forth, staying focused with the breath as we stay out of the thoughts of the mind. Inhaling. And just kind of get that visualization that you've seen of like little kids camping and like trying to start a fire, moving that stick back and forth, and just visualize that stick of energy in the palms of your hands as you're taking the hands back and forth here. Feel it in your heart center. Nice deep breaths. And then let's take some deep, heavy breaths here, almost like you're hyperventilating, but we're comfortably sitting on the earth or lying on the earth. Let's take those palms face up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Last deepest breath of the day. Exhale, let it go. Pause, feel, observe. Feel the sensations in the body. Feel a tingling sensation on the pads of the fingertips. Feel the body warm from the inside out. Staying out in the thoughts of the mind, staying with the feel of the breath. Bring the palms about 4 inches apart in front of you, and let's take them 6 to 12 inches apart here, bringing them back and forth, feeling the energy here. You can feel the energy as you bring the palms apart. You can feel the energy stretch. It's like you're pulling on a taffy. As you bring the palms together, you can feel the center of the palm, the heat increasing, tingling sensation on the fingertips. You can even feel a slight breeze moving across the fingertips. These are all physical indications to the physical body that the energy is here and working. You can feel it. Being still, staying out of the thoughts of the mind, staying with the breath. Bring the palms about 4 inches apart and then make a circular motion. Here you can feel the energy here like you're holding the back of 2 magnets together. Just feel that energy in the pads of the fingertips, the whole palm, the energy in the center of the palm. Bring it to a slow pause, take it in the opposite direction. Just kind of playing with it here. We're going to move it even forward by bringing more awareness. Take it back in the opposite direction. As you do, visualize that white light moving from the center of your palm, kind of hovering in between. You can feel that electricity, that energy. And then feel it expanding out from the palms like you're creating a fire wheel of energy, and visualize it and feel it moving into your physical body, into the heart. So you're opening up, you're coming out through the third eye and just completing circles of light here. Breathing. You can feel that energy coming into the physical body. You can feel it by taking your awareness to the chest plate. You can feel it in the heart, feel it in the spine. Bring it to a slow pause and then start to take it in the opposite direction. Feel that energy running up and down the spine. Feel it in between the legs. Pause. Bring the hands together, back and forth to that 6 to 12 inches apart. And just feel that energy. This is the energy that has created this physical body. So know that you are more than this physical body in just this moment. You can feel it. Don't allow your egoic mind to question it. Palms face up, sitting up nice and straight. Feel the energy as you look through the skins of the eyes. Visualize the body lit up with the brightest of widest lights, sitting on the earth. Feel that energy in the palms of the hands. Visually see a line of energy like a spotlight from the base of the spine going out through the crown of the head into the universe, fragmenting out. Just pause and breathe. And then bring your hands to heart center. Place the thumbs on the chest and connect with the heartbeat here. Keeping the hands together, let's take that left elbow over to the left. Come back to center. Bring the hands up and then take that right elbow over to the right. So we're going to find some breath here. Inhaling up, exhaling to the left. Inhaling up, exhaling right. Inhaling up, exhaling right. Inhaling up, exhaling right. Inhaling up, exhaling left. Inhale up, exhale, hands back to heart center, pause. Dip the head, bow the head, and just breathe. And then let's just gently take our legs out into a V shape. You can keep the eyes closed if you'd like, staying in the visualization. I like to bring my hands back behind me and press myself up and forward into my edge. This moves me into that space of discomfort but not pain. And then let's just flex the toes back and forth here, pointing the toes towards your face enough so that you point the toes enough that you bring the heels up off the mat, squeezing the muscles to the bone. And then let's just take the toes in and then take the toes out. Take the toes in, flex, come back to center, flexing the toes towards the face, and then point the toes. Feel how that affects the shin and that muscle, and then flex the toes towards the face. Let's bring the hands up over the head, take a deep breath in. On it, bringing the hands down in front of you. Once the hands touch, maybe bend the knees a little bit, replant them, and then gently just soften the body forward. Maybe just soften at the elbows, allowing the body to gently soften forward here. And we're not forcing the body down. We're staying with the breath. Staying with the breath keeps us out of the thoughts. Stay focused on the breath. If you can stay focused enough on the breath as you inhale, you can feel that breath in the hamstrings. You can feel it in the glutes. You can feel the body just slightly lifting up like a floating balloon. And as you exhale, gently bringing the body further forward. You have the option of taking the hands out to the knees. You can bring the hands back behind you, whatever feels best.
Let's flex the toes towards the face, squeeze the muscle to the bone in the legs, pressing the back of the legs into the earth, and then on an inhale, take a deep breath. Exhale, relaxing it, going further forward. And then bring your hands to a comfortable position in front of you. We're just going to gently press through the palms of those hands, slowly coming all the way up. Take a deep breath up at the top. And then exhale, let it go. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. And your next deep inhale in, flex the toes towards the face, squeeze the muscles to the bone, bring the hands back up over the head. And then on your exhale, going back into the stretch, either bringing the hands out in front of you, out to the ankles, or back behind you. Allowing gravity to do its work as you gently melt forward. And then bring those hands to a comfortable position in front of you. Once again, gently coming all the way up. Smile up at the top because it feels good. And then bring that left foot to the inside of that right thigh. We'll inhale up at center. Twist at the waist towards that right leg. And then take one hand on either side of that right leg. Maybe lift the hip and replant it. Kind of nestle down. Whatever feels comfortable. Kind of drawing that left shoulder over as you gently soften towards that knee. Again, as we go through the stretch, you can always, on an inhale, squeeze a muscle to the bone, flex the toes towards the face. And as you exhale, soften it, allowing the body to go deeper into the stretch. And then let's take those hands to the outside of that right leg or that right foot. You'll rest your left ear on that left shoulder and left bicep as you lean forward, lifting your right hip up and pressing it back. So it's kind of like you're hanging off your right foot. And then bring your nose back towards the knee, and we'll gently slide the hands up that right leg. Let's lean over to the left. Take that right leg back, and let's just point that right toe away. Just sit up straight here for a moment. And then let's gently walk our hands forward. As you do, gently press away from the palms of the hands, setting the hips towards the heels. And then walking the hands all the way over to the left, leaning into that right shoulder, pressing away from the hands, hips towards the heels. And then coming back to center, take the hands all the way over to the right. Press away from the palms of the hands, leaning, pressing away from the palms, hips towards the heels, leaning into that left shoulder. And then coming all the way back up. Let's bring the hands back behind us and find a chest opener here. So as you bring the hands around, let's stay up on the fingertips, thumbs pointing towards the knees. Walk the shoulders back and walk the hands together, bringing those shoulder blades closer together. Lift the chest as you rest the head in between the shoulder blades. And then gently coming back to center, being very aware of your breath. We're going to gently come around, bring that right leg around. We're going to take that left leg out, getting that opposite side. Right foot comes to the inside of that left thigh. We'll inhale up at center, twist at the waist towards that left leg. One hand on either side of that left leg. Maybe lift the hip and replant it. And then just allow yourself to melt forward. then let's take those hands to the outside of that left leg or left foot. Your right ear is going to rest on your right bicep. As you lean forward, lifting your left hip up, pressing it back. And then gently bring that nose back towards the knee. And then we'll slide the hands up that left leg. We'll lean over to the right. Take that left leg back, pointing that left toe back, sitting up nice and straight here for just a moment. And then when you feel comfortable, gently coming forward, walking the hands out in front, pressing away from the palms, hips towards the heels. And then walking those hands all the way over to the right, leaning into that left shoulder, pressing away the hips towards the heels. And then coming back to center, taking the hands all the way over to the left, leaning into that right shoulder, hips towards the heels. And then gently come all the way back up. Let's get another chest opener here. This time, let's stay on the palms of our hands. So stay on the flats of your hands. The fingertips are pointing towards the knees. So you're going to lean back and then walk those hands closer together. Bring the shoulder blades together. Get into the chest, getting into those muscles. Rest the head in between the shoulder blades. And then gently coming all the way back up. This time, let's swing that left leg around. And we'll take a seated butterfly. Bring the bottoms of the feet together, lining up the toes. Bring the heels in, grab onto the toes. Take the knees towards the mat as you sit up nice and straight. Maybe roll those shoulders back just slightly. Staying out of the thoughts of the mind. Where's your breath? And on an exhale, let's bring the nose towards the toes. Take those elbows out to the left and the right so you're opening up your shoulder blades. As you take your nose towards the toes, one day to touch, and you take those knees towards the floor. And then slowly come up. Lean over to your right. We're going to come all the way up. We're going to come onto our right knee. We're going to take our left foot out to the side. We're going to come up onto that right knee. What we're doing in here, in this stretching out the side of our body, you want to continually throughout the whole thing, reach out through the outside of that left foot. Let me get this more lined up. So you're reaching to the outside of that left foot. Bring your right hand up. To keep that left hand on that left thigh, let's take our chin to our right shoulder, and then take your left hand down that left leg as you bring your right hand overhead, reaching out through those fingertips. Maybe take your right shoulder slightly back. Feel that stretch all along the right hand side. Take a nice deep breaths. Feel it expanding as you exhale. Feel everything coming in. Inhale. Exhale. Now just soften at your wrist. Notice how it changes the stretch. And then soften at the elbow. The right elbow goes towards the sky. Feel how that changes the stretch. And then bring your right hand all the way back up. Bring your right hand down, planting it on the mat. We want to line up the shoulders here. You're still reaching to the outside of that left foot. Your belly button is in. Bring your chin in alignment with your left shoulder. Take your left hand overhead. Bring the palm face down as you reach out through those fingertips. Feel that deep stretch all along the right hand side and breathe. And then slowly come all the way back up. We're going to take that left hand back down, that left leg, right hand comes up. Make all those adjustments. Soften your right wrist, your right elbow. Slowly coming all the way up.
Bringing that right hand down, lining up the shoulders. Once again, left hand goes overhead, chin in alignment with your left shoulder. Maybe bring the hips slightly forward, left shoulder slightly back as you reach out through those fingertips, reaching to the outside of that left foot. We're going to this time soften that left wrist. Soften the left elbow slowly. Feel how it changes the stretch, reaching out through the elbow, slowly coming all the way up on an inhale.
Last time. No, that's it. Yay. We're going to take it to the other side. Come on to that left knee. Take that right foot out to the side. Press to the outside of that right foot. We're going to inhale up at center. Right hand goes down that right leg, left hand overhead, chin in alignment with the left shoulder. Maybe the left shoulder goes slightly back. We're reaching to the outside of that right foot now, keeping that the whole time we're doing this, reaching out through that left middle finger, staying focused with the breath. Soften at your left wrist. See how it modifies. Soften at the left elbow. Feel the left elbow. Feel like it's rising. Go deeper into the stretch. Slowly come all the way up. Left hand comes down. We're going to line up that left side. Line up those shoulders. Bring your chin in alignment with your right shoulder. Take the right palm overhead, face down. Bring your right hip slightly forward. Maybe take your right shoulder slightly back. Feel that full stretch. Reaching to the outside of that right foot. Where's your breath? Staying out of the thoughts of the mind. Slowly coming all the way up on an inhale. That right hand will slide back down that right leg. Left hand overhead. Make all those adjustments. Feel what it feels like to take the left shoulder slightly back. Soften the wrist, the elbow. Come all the way up. Left hand down, line up those shoulders, chin in alignment, right hand overhead. This time you're going to soften the right wrist, the right elbow, come all the way back up. Let's come all the way down on our mat. Let's give our sides a break for a second. Come all the way down, slowly bring that right ear to the mat, palms face up, and just kind of maybe take the hips side to side. Maybe bend those knees and take the feet side to side, a reverse windshield wiper. And then let's bring our hands underneath our shoulders. Take your knees out to the side of the mat, toes together. Let's press back into a child's pose, third eye to the mat. And then let's walk those hands all the way over to the left, pressing away from the palms, pressing the hips towards the heels. Coming back to center, taking the hands all the way over to the right, pressing away from the palms, leaning into that left shoulder, hips towards the heels. And then coming back to center for that child's pose once again. And then let's just walk the hands slightly towards the body. Keep that right hand out. We're going to take that left arm underneath with the left palm face up and rest your head over that left shoulder. And then lift the head just slightly. Let's release that left arm. We'll take that left arm out to straight. We'll take that right arm underneath with the right palm face up. And rest your head over that left shoulder. And then lift your head just slightly looking over your right shoulder.
let's gently come around into a tabletop position. We're going to bring those shoulders directly over the wrist. Gently press into the tips of those fingertips to protect the wrist. Create space underneath the finger. This is where you utilize that muscle underneath the pinky and the thumb. Eyes of the elbows forward. Knees are directly underneath the hips. On an inhale, you're going to drop the belly and look up for cow pose. On an exhale, you're going to bring the chin into the chest, the belly button into the spine. Press firmly through the palms of the hands, going deep into those shoulder blades, maybe making little circles to the left and to the right. Come to center. Drop your belly on an inhale. And exhale in. Go back and forth from cat-cow. Find the breath. Move with the flow. Stay out of the thoughts. And then let's all meet back in a tabletop. We're going to make figure eights with the body. Take that left hip over that left heel, circling around to the right. Cross the body to the left wrist and then the right wrist. Taking it back to that left heel, left wrist, right wrist, and then back. After that third figure eight, come back to center. We'll take it in the opposite direction. Right hip goes over the right heel, circling around to the left heel, crossing the body over to the right wrist, and then around to the left wrist. Taking it back to the right heel, right wrist, left wrist, and back. And then after that third figure eight, we'll come back to center. Walk the hands slightly forward, still utilizing the muscle underneath the pinky and the thumb, pressing into the tips of the fingertips, space underneath the fingers, wrists are protected, curl the toes, downward facing dog, relax the head and neck. As you look back between the legs and just walk your dog one heel at a time towards the floor as you gently press away from the palms, belly buttons in. And then let's build our downward dog. So let's make sure the feet are hip width apart. We're going to lengthen the spine first. So drop the knees 6 to 12 inches above the mat. Press away from the palms of the hands, bringing the belly button to touch the thighs. That head goes deep in between those shoulder blades. Feel that deep lengthening of the spine. Take the hips high to the sky, coming up high off of those heels, pressing away from the palms of the hands. Lower the heels towards the floor, one day to touch. Belly button comes closer to those thighs, and breathe. Let's take that right leg high. Let's just point it to the sky. We'll bend the knee and stack the hip. Right knee's pointing to the sky. That right toe's pointing towards the floor. Look underneath your left armpit at your right big toe. Take your left heel towards the floor. Bring your right leg down. Take your left leg high, pointed to the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hip. As the knee goes towards the sky, the toe goes towards the floor. Press your heel towards the floor as you press away from the palms of the hands. Left knee goes a little higher, left leg down. Take the right leg high, pointed to the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Gently, we'll bring it all the way through to the front in between those hands. We'll follow it with that second foot. Bring the feet together. We'll inhale up into a flat back. A flat back is simply an L shape with the body. The crown of the forehead forward. The shoulder blades come together. Hands are just above or below the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Relax the upper body. Palms are going to be face up next to those feet, toes, or fingertips pointing towards the heel. Soften the head and neck. Look back between the legs. Observe. Soften your hips. Maybe take the hips to the left and to the right. Take your awareness to the hip joint and soften it. Go deeper. And then take your awareness to the lower back and relax your lower back muscles. And then relax the muscles in the mid-back. Relax the muscles in the upper back. Maybe the shoulders want to roll forward. As you inhale, feel the belly pressing into the thighs as you lengthen up those hamstrings. As you exhale, relax the lower back, mid-back, and upper back muscles. Relax that hip joint to go deeper. One day, nose to touch.
And then to root and rise, take your palms face down. Look slightly in front of you. Bend the knees deeply. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands out to the side. Nice deep breath in. Take a slight back bend. And then exhale, slow motion, hinge at the waist. All the way down. Inhale, flat back. Take the hands to the mat. Take your right foot back. Take your left foot back. Let's build a plank. Eyes of the elbows forward. Feet are hip width apart. Press into those fingertips. The wrists are always protected. Come up over those wrists and then press out through the heels to release that resistance on the wrists. Feel the hamstrings coming into the bone. Feel the quads coming into the bone. The belly button's in tight. Feel your plank. These are the adjustments you make each time you come into plank. Keep holding your plank. Feel the breath. Maybe close the eyes. Come down to the knees, toes together, child's pose, third eye to the mat. Pause, breathe. Slowly come up, downward facing dog. We're going to take it to the other side. Left leg high. We're going to bend the knee, stack the hip. Gently bringing it all the way through to the front in between those hands. We're going to follow it with the right foot, feet together. We're going to inhale up into a flat back, making the L shape with the body. Shoulder blades are together. We don't want a rounded back. We want a flat back, crown of the forehead forward. Exhale, forward fold. Palms face up. Make all those adjustments. Find your breath. Palms face down, bend the knees, look slightly in front of you. Nice deep breath in all the way up. Take that slight back bend. Exhale, hinge at the waist all the way down. Inhale, flat back. Take the hands to the mat. Take the left foot back. Take the right foot back. Eyes of the elbows. Build that plank. We're going to hold the plank. Make those adjustments. Feel how there's no weight on the wrists as you utilize that muscle underneath the pinky and the thumb with the fingers slightly bent again so that pen or pencil could slide underneath. Come down to the knees, toes together, child's pose, third eye to the mat. And then slowly come back up, downward facing dog. With the breath, we're going to move through our sun salutation. Take the right leg high, bend the knees, stack the hip. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, right foot comes all the way through to the front. Follow it with the left foot, feet together. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, rise. Nice deep breath in. Take that slight back bend. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, flat back. Hands to the mat, right foot back, left foot back. Build your plank. We're going to hold. Feel the breath. Engage the core. Make all those adjustments. Down to the knees, toes together, child's pose. 3 breaths. Inhale. On that third exhale, come back up into your downward facing dog. Left leg will go high. We'll bend the knees, stack the hip, take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring it all the way through to the front. Following it with the right foot, feet together. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, rise. Nice deep breath in. Take a slight back bend. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, flat back. Take the hands to the mat. Take that left foot back. Take the right foot back. Eyes of the elbows forward. Build your plank. Close the eyes. Feel the body. Feel the strength in the body. Make slight adjustments. Squeeze the glutes. Reach out through the heels. Press into the fingertips. Come down to the knees. Toes together. Third eye to the mat. 3 deep breaths.
And then let's walk the hands towards the body. Let's gently bring that right knee forward. Point that right toe away, falling onto your right hip. We're going to take a lazy pigeon here and just lower down over that right leg. If you'd like, you can press into the top of that left foot, bringing that left knee up off of the mat, squeezing the bone, muscle to the bone, maybe squeezing that left glute on an inhale, and just relax it on an exhale. And then walk the hands towards the body. We're going to come onto that right shin, placing that right heel on that muscle in between the legs for King Pigeon, squaring off the hips, walking the hands towards the body, maybe rolling those shoulders back, bring the palms out, reaching out through those fingertips, finding balance here, using your hands like a kickstand. I like to squeeze my left glutes, lift your head up, maybe rest it in between the shoulder blades. And then gently release as you come forward. Lean into the palms of the hands. Lean into that right hand as you bend your left knee, pointing your left toe towards the sky, taking your left hand around to grab that left ankle. As you grab the ankle, kick into the hand, lifting the body up and back. Bring your left shoulder slightly forward. Drop your left hip. Belly button's in. Feel that stretch on that left side. Kick deep. Maybe flex that left foot. And then let's release. Falling onto that right side, we're going to take full expression of pigeon. So that right foot's going to come all the way up and in alignment with that right knee, just like we would in frog pose. I'm going to move forward. So that knee is on a hinge joint. So it's still on that hinge joint, but you'll see in order for me to get my hips squared, I'm really over on my right side. So I need a prop, either a blanket or my block, a pillow, a bolster, to go long ways underneath that right leg. So see how that squares off my hips? I'm not over to the side anymore. So once my hips are squared, then it's safe for me to gently come forward. If you can't come all the way down, you might just be up here and just hold yourself up, and you're just going to allow yourself to gently soften and relax, release resistance in the body, allowing the body to gently come forward. And it might take years to be able to come all the way down. Just allow yourself patience to get there. Nice deep breaths as you breathe into the belly. Feel the belly pressing into that right thigh. Feel it expanding out. Exhaling, softening, going deeper. And then let's slowly come up out of our pigeon pose on that right side. We'll take that right leg back. Take your prop off to the side if you're using one. Walk the hands forward, and then let's just reach out through that right heel. Pressing into the right toe and the right ball of the foot, maybe dropping the right hip a little bit. And then we're going to take that right foot over the left foot. As you do, you're going to reach out through that right heel. Drop your right hip here as you look over your left shoulder. And then come back to center. Come all the way down onto the mat. Bring your right ear to the mat and just feel that space that you've created in that right leg. It should feel 5 inches, 4 inches longer than that right leg. Left leg. Stay with the breath. Stay out of the thoughts of the mind. And then let's take those hands underneath the shoulders. We'll gently peel ourselves up off of the mat. I'm going to turn around. You're going to bring your left knee forward as we take it to the other side. So bring that left knee forward, falling onto that left hip side. Pointing the left toe and taking that lazy pigeon on this side, coming all the way down. And then let's slowly come up. As you do, bring the hands on either side of that left knee. We're going to come onto that left shin and take that left heel, place it on that muscle in between the legs for a king pigeon. Walk the hands back. You can drop the right hip a little bit, maybe press gently into the top of that right foot. Roll those shoulders back. You can use your hands as a kickstand. You can rest your head in between the shoulder blades, or you can find balance by bringing the hands up off of the mat. And then gently coming forward, hands on either side of that left knee. Bend, maybe lean into that left hand. Bend your right knee, pointing your right toe towards the sky. Take your right hand back to grab onto that right ankle. Once you have it, kick. Once you kick, bring that right shoulder forward. Feel that right hip slightly coming forward. Maybe flex the toe. And then let's release. Falling onto that left-hand side, taking that full expression of pigeon here. You're going to bring that left foot up in alignment with that left knee, lining up the knee and the ankle here. And then you'll see that I'm way off to the left. So in order to get my hips square, once again, I got to pull that prop underneath. And then from here, gently lower down over that left leg. Nice deep breath, staying out of the thoughts of the mind. And then gently walk the hands towards the body, coming up here, maybe dropping the right hip. And then let's go out of this pose, take that left leg back, walk the hands forward, reach out through that left heel as you press into that left toe and the left ball of the foot. And then drop your left hip just a little bit, feel that. And then take your left foot over your right foot. You're going to reach out through your left heel, dropping your left hip here as you look over your right shoulder. And then come back to center. Bring that left ear to the mat, palms face up next to the body. Relax, take the hip side to side. If it feels good, you can do a reverse windshield wiper, but feel that space first that you created in that left leg. Feel the length in the leg, maybe matching the right leg, feeling more matched up, or maybe a little bit longer than the right now. Bring the hands underneath those shoulders. So we're going to bring those elbows in just like a grasshopper. We're going to move into a baby cobra and into a king cobra. You're going to bring your chin towards the mat. With the chin towards the mat, those elbows are in tight. Again, think a grasshopper. Zip up those legs nice and tight. Bringing the legs together, pressing into the tops of the feet, reaching out through the toes with those elbows in tight, the body zipped up nice and tight. Then bring the upper body up as you press through the palms of the hands, looking up. Feel that resistance in your lower back, pressing into the tops of the feet, reaching out through the toes. The body is nice and zipped up. Take the chin towards the chest.
Take a deep breath in. Exhale, soften towards the floor. Chin touches the mat. Inhale, press into the palms of the hands. Come all the way up into a king cobra. Take the head back, bend the elbows, come all the way down like you're slowly moving into a baby cobra. Touch the nose to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra. Lower down on an exhale, and then press back up, king cobra. Knees come out to the side as we press back into our child's pose, third eye to the mat. And then gently walk the hands towards the body. We're going to come to sit onto our heels. Let's bring our hands up. Find some breath here. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, hands up as the palms come together. Exhale, bring the hands down, leaning forward. Bring the palms back behind you, clasping those hands together. And then pulling the hands down and away from the body. Maybe rolling the shoulders back. Maybe resting the head in between the shoulder blades if that feels good. Just opening up the chest again. And then come back to center. Release, hands up. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, left hand, right knee. Take your right shoulder back, rolling your right shoulder as you look over your right shoulder. Maybe taking that left hand and pulling that right knee over to the left. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, left hand goes back, rolling the left shoulder, right hand pulls that left knee over to the right, looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, hands down to the side. Let's come around onto our backs. As you do, bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug, circles to the left and to the right. And then we're just going to take that left leg out to straight. We're going to swing that right leg around in the hip joint. Right hand, right knee, left hand, right ankle. Pull that right knee deep to that right armpit. Shoulder blades flat to the mat. Flex your left foot towards your face, squeezing the muscle to the bone in that left leg and that left glute. Everything's in nice and tight. The core is engaged. You're squeezing that left glute, the muscle to the bone in the left leg. Again, shoulder blades flat to the mat. Maybe dip the chin just slightly. It's almost like a soldier. And then soften your left leg. Take that left hand to that right knee, taking it across the body. Right hand out to the side as you look over your right shoulder. Relaxing your hips as you take that right knee towards the floor, softening the body here. On the exhalations, as you inhale, feel the expansion of the body. Exhale, awareness to that right hip joint. Relax it to go deeper. Drop your right shoulder just slightly. Come back to center. Take that right leg out to straight. Swing that left leg around in the hip joint. Left hand, left knee, right hand, left ankle. Pull deep into that left armpit. Shoulder blades flat to the mat. Flex your right foot towards the face. Squeeze the muscle to the bone in that right leg. Squeezing that right glute nice and tight. And then soften your right leg. Right hand finds that left knee, taking it across the body. Left hand out to the side as you look over your left shoulder. Maybe drop your left shoulder just slightly. Come back to center, knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Let's cross at the ankles. Then take that right arm around as deep as you can, and then take that left arm around as deep as you can. Give your knees a little kiss. Show them some love. Squeeze it nice and tight. Release. Take the legs out to straight. Palms face up next to the body. Just relax here. And then let's just walk the heels towards the glutes as you do. Just take that right ankle onto that left knee. Take the right hand and just press that right knee away. And then release. Keep your hand on that right knee. Roll your right ankle as it lies on that left knee back and forth. And then that right ankle is going to pull that left knee over to the right. You can slide your left foot slightly over to the left if that helps. You're going to feel a stretch on the outside of that left thigh up into the left hip. You can take it up into the rib cage, into the lower back if you bring the hands up over the head. Feeling that deep stretch here, just taking deep breaths in. And then just allow that right foot to fall off of that left knee. And then gently come back to center. Walk the heels close to the glutes. You'll bring that left ankle onto the right knee. Left hand will press that left knee away. And then roll that left ankle to the left and to the right. And then allow that left knee to pull that right knee over to the left. Maybe that right foot goes slightly to the right. Feeling that stretch all along the outside of that right leg, up into the right hip. If you bring the hands up over the head, you can bring it up into the lower back and up into the rib cage. Maybe drop your right shoulder just slightly. And then when you're ready, just allow that left foot to just gently fall off the right knee and then come back to center. Bring the knees into the chest, give yourself a hug, maybe rock side to side. And then let's just take the legs out to straight, palms face up next to the body. Just pause here for a moment, allow the toes to fan out to the side. Take a couple breaths, staying out of the thoughts of the mind, maybe taking the neck side to side and just massaging out the back of the head. And then let's walk one heel at a time towards the glutes. We're going to take the hands onto the knees, pull the knees in, keep the toes together, and then let's just take a circular motion with the knees here. Taking it in the opposite direction. And then come to center. Take those knees out to the side. Let's flex the feet, toes towards the heels, or toes towards the knees. And then let's grab onto the toes for a happy baby. Press your lower back into the mat. Dip your chin just slightly to further lengthen your spine. Just check in, see where your hands are. If you're holding on from your toes, maybe grab from the inside or grab from the outside. You have a couple of different variations. You can change and modify the stretch. And then soften, bring the knees into the chest. Again, circles to the left and to the right. Let's take those legs out to straight. Allow the toes to fan out to the side, palms face up. And then just scan the body. See if there's anything that I might have missed, something that your body is needing, some kind of stretch, before we come into our final resting space of Shavasana for complete and total relaxation. And then for our meditation today, I'm just going to get us into the visualization and the stillness of the body, and then we're just going to be still, observe, and listen, staying out of the thoughts of the mind. You want to keep bringing the awareness back to the breath. And let's just take 3 deep breaths together here. Take the palms out to the side, whatever's most comfortable for you. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out the mouth, letting it go. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out the mouth, letting it go. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out the mouth, letting it go. pause and observe. Feel the energy that you are, that energy that we played with at the beginning of class. And start to feel that once again in the pads of the fingertips. Feel the tingling sensation in the left ear and the right ear. Maybe feeling the skin being pulled to the left and the right as you soften the cheeks, the lips, and the nose. Maybe look through the skins of the eyes and look up to the third eye located in the center of the forehead and between the eyebrows, feeling a line of energy coming through from the universe up above, through the third eye, through the brain, over your pineal gland, and out through that pressure point on the back of the skull. Feel white light in the very palms of your hands. Feel that white light running down the foot. Feel it in the arch. Feel it going out through the heel on that pressure point. Feel white light going up and down the spine with each inhalation, taking it out through the crown of the head on each exhalation, taking it back down through the body. Have it separate in between the legs, down each leg, out through the feet. Softening the neck, softening the shoulders, the clavicles, the chest muscles, softening the muscles across the shoulder blades, softening the left bicep and tricep, the left forearm, the left hand, the left fingers, softening the right arm, that right bicep and that right tricep, and then that right forearm, and then that right hand, and then the right fingers. Softening the chest and the muscles around the ribs, softening the belly, feeling the body pouring to the left and the right, softening the glutes and the hips, the pelvic bone, softening the right leg, the right thigh and calf, the right knee, the right ankle, the right foot, the right toes, softening the left leg, softening the quads, the inner and outer thigh, the hamstrings, softening at the knee and the calf, softening the body at the left foot and the left toes. Without moving, feel the arms, the legs, the hands, the feet. Let's take 3 deep breaths together, going deeper into the meditation, feeling connected as we've connected with those pressure points on the body. As we inhale, let's draw the earth energy up from those pressure points wherever the body's touching the earth, filling the body up with the white light, filling it up into the outer layers of the skin and beyond through the aura. On your exhale, feel the body melting into itself like it's melting into an air mattress as it melts into itself into the earth, and feel grounded, creating lit up white light of roots below you at the base of the spine. Take a line down around the earth's core, allowing for grounding. As you inhale, drawing that earth energy up, breathing white light into the body. As you exhale, feel a ripple of energy moving away from your physical body, moving across the earth and through all of consciousness as we cleanse, heal, purge, and purify from the inside out, releasing blockages and dis-ease and replacing space for health and wellness. Staying out of the thoughts of the mind, staying with the breath, feeling the sensations of the body. Staying out of the thoughts of the mind, staying with the breath, staying with the feels and the sensations of the body. Feel that space that you've created within the inner walls of the body, and feel that space outside of the body, almost like you're floating within yourself.
Scan the body, release any resistance. Maybe once again softening the muscles of the face. And moving your way down to the feet and the ends of the fingertips. And just feel that space you've created, that space of being. As we're still in body and still in mind, just observe, listen, feel. Observe and feel and listen. Without using the mind to come back into a more aware and awakened state, just kind of feel the body and see how the body chooses to manifest itself back into a more aware and awakened state. That may look and feel like wiggling the fingers and the toes, maybe moving into a stretch. Maybe it's simply opening the eyes and allowing the body to wake up around the eyes. And then when you're ready, slowly coming on to the left or the right hand side and just bringing the knees into the chest and just pausing here in the fetal position, honoring this position as this is the position we came into this lifetime and this is how we'll go forward. Having cleansed, purged, and purified our bodies to the gene core cell level with the movement of the breath and the white light. Take a moment and show gratitude to all those things that we take for granted: a roof over our head, food on our plates, running and clean water. Take a moment and show gratitude to the physical body and all of its workings: the heart, the liver, the lungs, the kidneys, the brain, the pineal gland. Take a moment and show gratitude to all of those things known and unknown to us, working in unison outside of the physical body.
in order to have this human physical experience, the sun and the moon and the stars and that space in between. And then slowly coming up and feeling and showing special gratitude to our earth, our home, our planet. And remember that everything that we put into our body comes from this earth. And remember that our earth is in need of our awareness and is in need of our care. So if you're unable to help financially or physically, we can always help spiritually, energetically, by sending white light and energy to those parts of the planet that need it, either for rain to put out fires or lighting up the roots of the trees, creating strong, healthier environments. And then bringing your hands to your heart center, taking a deep breath in through the nose and exhaling out your mouth to seal off your practice. On all planes of consciousness, in any and all dimensions, in the north, south, east, west, above, below, and within, around everything that ever was, everything that is, and everything that will be, we cast the rings past not of air, of earth, of fire, of metal, of wood, of water, and of spirit. May that which comes to us, may that which comes from us, and may that which comes through us, may it always be the all's own pure love, truth, life, light, and wholeness. We are all one held in the infinite living mind of the all, and there is no separation one from another. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Yay, go out everybody and spread kindness and compassion. Remember that everybody is suffering in some way, shape, or form. Honor patience to move through you and honor where they are in their development. I love you. Namaste.